Well, hi everyone, and welcome to, TWF, Friday Night Smackdown. I, Corey Graves, Renee Young, and Wade Barrett here. And today on Friday Night Smackdown, we can get her out. I'm knocking shit down. Okay, that's it. And today on Friday Night Smackdown, we're hopefully going to see, Wonder Woman, fight Cody Rhodes, since both of them seem to have, a lot of things that are the same, about them. Corey Graves says, well, you got that right, Renee Young says. We're going to see Cody Rhodes fight, Wonder Woman, here today for the for the TWF, heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings, if we know where we put them at. If we know where we put them at. Renee Young says, well, I tell you right now, Corey Graves or Renee Young, we do know, Wade Barrett says. Shit, I got the shoe that's knocked off. Well, we do. Shit! Fuck! Well, we do know, where he got put at, Wade Barrett says. Now we just gotta get the ring up. Wade Barrett, so we just gotta get the ring up now. And we do. Well, Corey Graves says, today's the day we've been looking forward to. Hopefully we're going to get Wonder Woman and Cody Rhodes either going to have a one-on-one talk, because we understand these two are going to be fighting soon at the next In Your Bedroom, Corey Graves says. Yes, that's right, Renee Young says. That is what's going to happen. So now we gotta go to the ring now, Renee Young says. Yeah, we do, Corey Graves says. Let's go to the ring now. We got we got the overseer of leadership of the toy wrestling gathering, Corone, Astronema, whatever you like to call her, with Ecliptor. Alright, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Smackdown, everyone. As you know, Cody Rhodes has now learned who he'll be fighting, at the next In Your Bedroom, which is going to happen, well, most likely going to happen, tomorrow. Going to happen on Sunday, which will be Collision or Hit. Right now, I'd like to bring out the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, the Vinlander Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And Ecliptor said we would also like to bring out at this time Wonder Woman. Now, we both know, you both learned, Astronema said, we both know that the matchmaking team has come up with the next wrestler you will face. No, the next wrestler you will fight. And for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings, and that will be Wonder Woman, Astronema says. And Ecliptor says, we didn't really have time, to dig out that little board that we have to put out there. So forgive us. But I think a leer to leer isn't really the same thing as having a sheet riding, where those things always tend to go where someone gets beat up and someone goes through a board. At least that's how it always seems to happen, in CWC, WWF, WF, and WE. Ecliptor goes, alright, Astronema says, so we'll let you both have it. Alright, Now, Cody, you know I've had a lot of onlook for you over the years. You know, how you started out in your first run in WWE, and then they sent, you started out in WWE, and then you were sent to OVW for wrestling learning. And then once you were done with your OVW wrestling learning, well, you were working for WWE. And we know how you won the OVW Farseer winnings and the OVW heavyweight winnings. After that, I also know that you will go on to win what was the W Tag Team winnings at least 4 times. Once with Hardcore Holly and 3 times with Teddy DiBiase Younger. You would then go on to win what is now the World Tag Team winnings. Once, 3 times, well, really 4 times with Drew McIntyre, Goldust, and Jey Uso. And then you'd also leave WWE, and then you would spend time in TNAW, didn't really do nothing there. And after that, you would again go to the NWA, where you'd win the NWA heavyweight winnings, great for you. But then, after that, you end up going to AEW, you were a 2-time TNT fighter. Then you had your 2-diff run in WWE, where you won the WWE heavyweight winnings and WWE heavyweight winnings, and you've held it for both of those at least for 40 days or so. 41 as is today. Well, Wonder Woman, and you also have won the TWF heavyweight, heavyweight winnings for World Heavyweight winnings too. Tag team winnings at least 2 times with Goldust. Well, Wonder Woman, you seem to know a lot about me, and you have followed my calling. At the end of the day, there was only 3 Ronaldskin who have been in the wrestling business. Well, really 4. The first was my father, Dusty Rhodes, God bless his soul. He didn't do as much. I mean, yes, he did win the NWA heavyweights like about 3 times. And what was the NWA 4-1 Reich winnings, which became WCW WFW 1. And there was my older brother, Dustin Rhodes, who he at least was a 3-time W Ender Land Body fighter. And he was a 2-time WCW, now WFW 4-1 Reichs fighter. A 5th between time W Hard Middle fighter, and 1-time W Tag Team fighter, and at least a 2-time World Tag Team fighter. And then there was my sister, who started up turnbuckle wrestling again. Now, Wonder Woman, I know that you started out, as a drawing book, a funny book, which was then bought, by the folks at Time Warner, which owned Turner, which ends up being offshooted, and then TBS, AT&T, which now offshooted into Advanced Publishings, or higher filletings. And you've always been a Warner DC cell for years. And how you had a Farseer show that ran for about 3 sagas, had 3 followings. Sundrous drawing books and funny books still to this day. Films. Plays. I mean, what haven't you not done? And yes, Wonder Woman, you were a 4-time TWF heavyweight fighter, if I recall back in 2006 between FYL. I mean, you've done a lot of things yourself. But I know when it comes to, in your bedroom, which is coming up, it's going to be, this Sunday, the same day that WE does Battleground or War Ground for the NXT side of things. Me and you, we're going to wrestle. We're going to fight. And I got a lot of onlook for you. Well, I got a lot of onlook for you too, Cody Rhodes. I mean, you were one of the very few wrestlers that had to go outside of WWE to craft yourself anew, and lucky enough to come back again. I mean, yeah, you're one of those wrestlers that AEW just, gave up on. And AEW lost a lot of folks. I mean, they lost you back to WWE. They lost CM Punk back to WWE. They lost Andrade Cien back to WWE. They lost Ty Dillinger back to WWE. They lost Jade Corgale to WWE. They got Dragon Lee or Linram Lee. I mean, there were some other folks, but getting you back was like a big deal. So I think what's going to happen is that it's going to be a good match, a good fight. Yes, I'm an over good doer, and I got might. I mean, we over good doers all got strength and might that was given to us by God, And I hope I'm not going to do any of that, because it's going to be a fair match and a fair fight. Well, Wonder Woman, Diana Alderling Diana, I want to have a fair fight too. Well, we heard from Wonder Woman, the follower of the team, of the right team of Vinland arm of the 401 Bonds of Good. They're going to be fighting Cody Rhodes, the Vinlander Nightmare, for the TWF Heavyweight and World Heavyweight winnings, Corey Graves says. Yes, we will see that at In Your Bedroom on Collision or Hit this Sunday. Sorry that we didn't have a match or a fight booked here today. We'll make up for that tomorrow on Rampage or Ram Crew. And hopefully, Wade Barrett says that we do get a good night's sleep, because we went to sleep about 10, woke up at 11, woke up at 12, and really didn't get ourselves back to sleep around about 5, or may have a snooze, I don't know what it was. But yeah, we'll make up for not having a match or a fight tomorrow on Rampage or Ram Crew, and it's good to see that we're going to have Wonder Woman and, Cody Rhodes wrestle and fight, Wade Barrett says. Well, speaking of that, Jim Ross is now going to be talking with Cody Rhodes. Alright, Cody Rhodes, Vinlander Nightmare. How's it feel knowing, thank you, Corey Graves and Renee Young, how's it feel knowing that you will be fighting Wonder Woman, putting your TWF Heavyweight and World Heavyweight winnings on stake? Well, it's like this, Jim Ross. I knew that when I became the TWF Heavyweight and World Heavyweight fighter, I'd have to trust all dares, all matches, all fights, no need where they come from, no need who they would be. And I know that a lot of folks like to say, oh, well, if you are a fighting fighter and you take on too many fights and too many matches and too many dares, sooner or later someone beats you. Yes, that does happen. Ask everyone who has held a winnings in WWE. Roman Reigns may have held the WWE World Heavyweight winning for 100 and so days when he won it for the 20th time from 2020 YL to losing it to me in 224 YL. He may have held the W Heavyweight winning for about 600 days when he won it in 221 YL, 222. When he won it in 222 YL. Before losing it to me in 224 YL. Even Comfort held the W Interland winning for 660 days, starting from 222 224 YL. But at the end of the day, everyone lost their winnings. Yes, that will happen to me soon. I will lose the WWE Heavyweight and World Heavyweight winnings one day. I don't know to who. And it might happen here in the TWF too. But I can't worry about that. Who knows what will happen in this match or this fight. Well, we do know Wonder Woman is an overgood doer. She does got might and strength, which would give her the upper hand in any wrestling match or any wrestling fight. But I don't think you have to worry about that. Because I don't think it's going to be a fair match or a fair fight. At the same time, Jim Ross, every match that Wonder Woman has been in has been a fair match or a fair fight. She has a standard. I got a standard. We both standards are the same. To put on the greatest wrestling match or wrestling fight we can do, and at the end of the day, make the greater man or greater woman win. Well, that's my talk with the Vinlander Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Back to you, Corey Graves and Renee Young. Well, thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with. Thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with. Thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with the Vinlander Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And that's all the time we got here. I, Corey Graves, Renee Young, and Wade Barrett. We hope you like Friday Night Smackdown, and we'll see you tomorrow for Collision or Hit.